Costume design was a huge part of the design of a good whodunit and a murder mystery where you kind of surrender to the largesse of a billionaire who's inviting you on something fantastic. Each character has limited screen time, so how they're dressed, what they're wearing, how their face is painted, all these things have to get so much across, so you need every collaborator to be telling that story with you.
I rely on my costumes a lot. I walk differently, I talk differently, my voice is different. I love Megan and her team very much.
Megan's an amazing force. Her and Britt have worked together and have been friends forever. Britt was like, we should collaborate with someone who cares as much as Megan does.
I love whodunits, like The Long Goodbye, what was, you know, in the 40s and 70s of like the guy with like the bowler hat or the woman with the pearls. And so we just started to dissect each character and figure out who they were at the core and then find the little nuances.
Megan is such a brilliant designer. She just pulled together an incredibly contemporary, really androgynous wardrobe, which I really loved because I've been dying to play a more androgynous character. To knock around in a pair of basketball shorts and sneakers was just absolute heaven.
It's funny, Emma later told me the thing that made them want to sign on was the hoodie and the basketball shorts and the sneakers. I was reading and I got to the description in the middle of the first page and I was like, I want to wear basketball shorts and sneakers and a hoodie and solve crimes in that outfit.
And also it was really interesting discussing with her how sort of Darby's wardrobe changes from when she's younger, 6 years ago.
Anything you put on Emma, Emma looks cool. We really just tried everything, trying to play up androgyny, but also punk and certain things that would feel feminine and trying to understand without really ever uncovering Darby's relationship with her mom or her dad, like what little things we could bring in. So we use a locket that we see on young Darby when Darby's age 10.
No cap anymore, right?
No.
I think when Zal and I were conceiving of Darby and Bill as characters, we thought a lot about young love and the feeling you sometimes have in first love where a large part of it is just encountering someone who is like you, somebody who helps mirror you back to you so that you can see yourself. And I think Darby and Bill both have that for each other. They're both misfits. Some of that was deliberate in costume and wardrobe and things that Bill wears end up on Darby. And some of it was accidental. Harris had decided he wanted to go for kind of a little bit of a mullet with these like sort of cropped bangs. And I didn't realize that. And Darby, we had always planned for her to have this like punk hair in the present. It's kind of like blush pink hair. But that in the past when you saw her, she'd have her brunette hair, but you'd see a bit of the punk was always there in the sharpness of her cropped bangs. So when they like both came to set one day and they both had these kind of like sharp cropped bangs, and Zal and I were like, this is really taking the kind of twinning thing to a new level, but it was right.
Yeah? Great.
With the climate suits, you know, we really wanted to create something that hadn't possibly been made yet. Did a bunch of research on astronaut suits and diving suits and hazmat suits and found, you know, fabrics that could be waterproof and, you know, chemical proof and found a way to kind of bring this sci-fi element to it.
I think it's because the wind can get I can feel that.
It's because the wind People are gonna look at like, what the hell is wrong with these actors?
There's a scene in the show that my character gets stuck in a helmet. So Clive Owen, his character, needs to try to hit with a rock to try to open. So it's a very dramatic scene. Originally, it was planned for a stunt person to do that. But I want to be in it. Clive was like, can I? And I was like, go for it. It's a helmet. It's all padded and I was protected.
Lie back. Brace yourself.
It was a very collaborative and intense moment because it was myself getting basically hit in the head with a rock by Clive Owen.
Andy's wardrobe might appear quite simple. We made almost all of his suiting and his shirting, and when I had my initial conversation with Clive, it was about feeling his presence whether he was on camera or not. So we wanted this similar silhouette throughout so that you could feel him and you knew if you saw him in a shadow or in front of you who it was very quickly.
I think I dress nice, but they put me on a different level, and I feel like a bum coming to work because they put me in better shit. The wardrobe team is second to none. This is Hassan. He is a genius. He helped. He's so shy. He's fucking awesome, and all right, fine, go. He's so good at his fucking job. I love you very much. Thank you so much, Hassan. He's a beast. I just want them to dress me for my life now.
We always joke in our department of like, whose closet would you want at the end of this? Martin has a fair amount of people who would love to be in his wardrobe. He probably is the winner there. I want all of their closets, so it's hard for me to pick.